Since you guys all love the Venus videos so much, I decided to get it on and start a Mars series for you, because Mars is also a really exciting planet. Especially because Mars and Venus are kind of a couple. You know, Mars is about sexuality and our drive and our energy, and Venus is about our romance and our more soft, feminine, emotional side. So now we're gonna look into the more rough, masculine side of our love life and check out what your Mars says about you. And in my videos, I'm gonna be looking at 4 aspects of Mars. The first aspect is the actual physical energy, because that's also what Mars means. So Mars tells us how much energy we have, like how much energy does our body produce, because not everybody wakes up with the same amount of energy at the beginning of the day. We wish it was like that, but we actually know it's not. So that's the first aspect, physical energy in sports. Second energy of Mars is the how we do things, the doing, the action. So when we have a goal, how do we go on about getting there? This is also something that Mars tells us, like how do you do things you do? What is your way of doing? The third aspect of Mars is conflict. How do you handle conflict? How do you fight? Do you fight at all? And the last aspect is sexuality, of course. What do you like? What do you not like? What attracts you? What doesn't attract you? Because what's very important to distinguish, and all astrologers learn that and know that, is that Mars and Venus are not the same thing. So love and sex are not the same thing for most humans, unless you maybe have a conjunction of Venus and Mars, so that's kind of the same for you. But normally people who have sexuality and romance in different signs, i.e. Mars and Venus in different signs, they just feel emotionally attracted to one kind of people and sexually attracted to another kind of people, and that usually creates some conflict inside of their head. But I'm here to tell you that that's pretty normal, and you just need to get to know yourself and learn how to deal with it. So let's get started. Mars in Scorpio. Scorpio, the sign that is so much connected to sex itself. You know, when somebody says Scorpio, everybody's like, ooh. Well, Mars in Scorpio has a reputation, and not without a reason, right? So, Mars in Scorpio is a Mars in a fixed water sign. Normally, Mars, we would say, wouldn't feel so comfortable in a water sign, because it is the opposite of Mars energy, which is fire, right? But Mars in Scorpio feels pretty comfortable, because before the outer planets were discovered, like Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, Mars actually was the ruler of Scorpio. So it is almost his domicile, almost his home place, okay? So the energies are quite compatible. So let's now check how Mars in Scorpio plays out on the physical and action and conflict and sexuality level. So when it comes to the physical level, okay, we would think that, okay, Mars in Scorpio people have a lot of energy, but that is not exactly true. Since Scorpio is the sign, it is the sign of transformation and death and rebirth. Like, people with a Mars in Scorpio are always in this process of the rise and the fall of the phoenix. It's like rising up, like with full power, and then burning back to ashes and rising up again. So actually it's hard to say how much energy they have, because it really depends on the phase they're currently in. Are they in the rise, or are they in the fall, or are they in their ashes? You know, for them, the amount of energy they have, depends very much of how they feel emotionally at that moment, which phase they're in. But their energy comes from a place of depth, like it's deep, and it's something people feel, you know. When a Mars in Scorpio person goes on about something, they go on with all of their emotions. They take like everything they got in their body and they put it into that very thing they're going for. So they are very fierce, and people sometimes are scared. They're like, okay, let's get out of their way, because they come on strong. When it comes to sports, it is very important for them. I see Mars in Scorpio people in martial arts a lot, a lot, a lot. Although you would think like mentally that it's more a fighter thing to be in martial arts, like a Mars in Aries thing or so, but I see a very substantial amount of Mars in Scorpio in martial arts, and I think it is because Mars in Scorpio, although it has a lot of emotion and a lot of rage, it is still a water sign and it doesn't have a way to express this rage directly. It is still kind of sideways, you know, and sometimes also repressing it like really deep into the subconsciousness. So I feel like for Mars and Scorpio people, martial arts is their way of emotionally regulating. They need this. They need this place where they can safely let out all their rage, like channel all their emotions into, because they have a lot of them. Another thing is why they might be attracted to this is because Mars and Scorpio people are literally attracted to death. They are attracted to the darkness and to danger. So sports that are dangerous are of appeal to them, like martial arts, also like extreme sports, where they could literally be on the edge of death. They might do these kind of things because they're ruthless. They're not scared. There's no way you can scare a Mars in Scorpio because they know the darkness. That's where they come from. Other sports that can be very good for them is sports involving passion, like tango or striptease. Anything that is very sexual can be, or passionate can also be a Mars in Scorpio sports type. Okay, but sports is crucial for them, mainly for the emotional regulation. So next thing, how do they pursue goals? How do they do their things? So in the same way, they need a strong emotional bond to their goal, because what drives them still are emotions. It's not a physical urge, it's not energy, it's not a mental concept, it's emotion. It's still a water sign, right? So what drives them is emotion. If they have a very strong emotional bond to their goal, they will be fierce and very persistent and ruthless in pursuing their goal, which makes them scary as well. It's like, get out of their way. If they're pursuing something they really want, it's like, get out of their way, man. Yeah, because they're also very smart, emotionally smart. It's impossible to manipulate them. Like if you try to manipulate them out of, they're your opponent, and you try to manipulate them out of your way, like forget it. There's no way of manipulating them because they are so deeply in touch with their emotions. It's not like something mental that they are pursuing. They feel this. They feel what they are doing. So it's impossible to stop them unless like something happens inside of them, like something emotionally changes. Then they might actually back off and start pursuing another goal. But before that happens, there is no way to stop them. Now, conflict. When you get into conflict with a Mars in Scorpio person, well, this is dangerous, okay? This is a dangerous area. First of all, because they are extremely emotional, they will take everything you do, everything you say, extremely personal. But they are not direct. This is a water sign, so they are all, sideways and around. They won't directly tell you if you piss them off. They won't talk to you. They won't explain. They will just like take the grudge and hold it and try to get back at you. They will, revenge is a big thing with Mars and Scorpio. They love revenge. They can't let go. And it's very hard for them to forgive as well. They can hold on to grudges forever. And even if it's just a tiny small thing, they can overblow it in their head and just hold on to it forever. And then try to get back at you from the back and stab you in the back. They won't come from the front. That's why they are very dangerous enemies. They're not going to be like the straightforward open ones who come like take out their sword and invite you to a fair one-on-one. They are more the people who are going to stab you from the back after 1 year, after you already forgot about it. So yeah, very, very dangerous to get in any kind of fight with them. Also because they yeah, like I said, they take things very personally, they take them very much to heart, and they are very emotionally smart. So they know how to manipulate you. You can't manipulate them, but they know how to manipulate you. So they might get very hurtful and manipulating if they want to get back at you. They might, yeah, throw some low blows, at you. They don't have this moral or ethical boundary that they don't cross. They will actually cross any boundary just to hurt you if you hurt them. So you might walk out of this fight extremely hurt and destroyed, and the Mars and Scorpio won't, because even if they regenerate. They are used to this regeneration process constantly, because their emotions are quite intense, especially their rage and their aggression. They are constantly used to processing it and like working with this rage and dispelling it through their body, but other people are not. So yeah, if you hurt them, they will be able to process their rage, but if they hurt you, it will hurt, because nobody hurts like Mars and Scorpio people do. Now, the most important part about the Mars and Scorpio, and the one they are famous for, the sexuality part. Well, this is something almost out of words. Like, you can't even explain this, like, radiance like Mars and Scorpio people have. They're just so sexually attractive. They have this like magnetic field around them that draws people in. It's like they don't even have to try. It just comes to them. Okay, so why this is? There is a multitude of factors of why they are sexually attractive. The first one is because they are so in touch with themselves, with their emotions, with their deep darkness, their pain. And we know that there's a lot of parallels between darkness, pain, the subconscious, and sexuality. These kind of topics live in the same dimension, so they are sex. It's not like they make sex, they are sex. They are passion. They are just so deeply present with these feelings, and when they like are engaged in a sexual act, they're the most present people ever. They're with you, they look into your eyes, and they are with you every moment. They're not somewhere else. They're not distracted. They're really indulging in this experience in every moment, and this passion and this like indulgence that they experience just like like floats over to every person that they are with. So when they want somebody, they are not going to be the direct type. They can just look at you. They can literally just seduce you with a look. And that look is going to be so sexually charged that you will know exactly what it is they want. A look, a touch, one word. Like Scorpios are not, they don't need to make a big effort. They also feel very directly if there is a link between the two of you. That's something they will also check out before they make any moves. They're not just blindly going for what they want. They do check out this, if there's a connection or not. They feel this. They also have this x-ray for other people's emotions, so they feel like if you are sexually attracted to them or not. And if you are, they're gonna be like, what's up? And that's gonna be enough. Yeah. In the bedroom themselves, yeah, they are extremely passionate, extremely present, like I said, extremely enduring. They enjoy this emotional connection with somebody, like actually getting to know the depths of somebody. They see you, and that's what you feel in the sexual interaction with them. It's like they see who you are. Obviously you are naked, but you are also actually naked in front of them, like on every level, and that's why you feel this very deep connection and intensity in the sexual act with them, because they really see you. They see your pain, they see your trauma, they see your subconscious depths, everything you suppress, they see it. And yeah, you just feel like, wow, there is this extremely deep connection, and they are able to see this in other people because they see it in themselves as well. So, and they're not afraid of it. So all these other factors that like swamp into other people's sexual experience, like, I don't know, insecurities or not wanting to be seen, or, you know, not feeling somehow weird about your body, or for a Scorpio, with a Mars and Scorpio, all these things that don't exist. Like when he's in a sexual realm, he's at home, he's like fully present there. He feels very comfortable with his insecurities, with his pain, with his depths, with his subconscious. He's not scared of showing himself, and he's not scared of seeing you. And so this automatically enables this like deep magnetic connection that just like creates the best sex ever. So this is why they are so well known for the intensity of experience. Okay, I hope I explained this well, and hope you find yourself a Mars in Scorpio.